Hey everyone, it's Jay again, and I'm back with more Ninja Saga. Now, there is this new package out that I'm honestly considering buying for only one reason. I wasn't gonna take a look at it until I started recording, but I was in the middle of rendering a video, and I was like, what do I do while I'm waiting? I guess I'll go ahead and just check out the package. I do like their new way of showing the package. I do like this a lot. I like this advanced package and premium package. I like how it looks. I like how it is. I like how it's two different packages. You know, I do like this setup, Ninja Saga, and if this is a cool way to show the outfits, show the hairstyles, show the weapon, show the back items if there is one. Very cool setup. I like it a lot, and I think this is a good way of going about it. And even if you took away the mistletoe here, and just had the premium package and the stars, and maybe change the background to nothing, to something not Christmas related, Ninja Saga did a good way presenting the packages. So I appreciate that. Now let's go ahead and actually take a look at what the packages are. So a decent looking hat, decent looking outfit, and a really cool looking weapon that I kind of want. And actually not a terrible effect either. Ignores 18% target's dodge rate. Again, with the accuracy and ignoring dodge rate thing. Make up your mind, please. That's one of my problems with this game. Make up your mind. Is it accuracy, or is it ignoring target's dodge rate? Or are these literally two completely different things? I don't know. I'm waiting for a weapon where I see both. If I see both, then I'll be super confused. It's like, oh yeah, it gives you plus, 20% accuracy, but you also ignore 15% of the target's dodge rate. I'm going to be really confused because in my head, they're pretty much the same thing, if not exactly the same thing. So I don't know. It's weird how they're trying to. They added this much later into the game. I mean, this is after like 3 years after the game had been coming out. They added an accuracy, and I really want to know how the coding is in how it works. Basically, is there an invisible stat of accuracy that we don't see? And if so, can you add it to our stats? Can you just add it to our stats that we have? And also maybe give it to Lightning? I don't know. Lightning users are terrible. They could use some additional accuracy or something to help them a little better. Make them a little better. Anyway, now the premium package, the hairstyle is meh. Don't really like the hairstyle. To be honest, I'm not even too thrilled with the outfit. The outfit's kind of weird looking too. I like this outfit a little bit better, and the hairstyle, to be honest. The weapon is pretty cool looking, to be honest. I really like how the weapon looks, and the accuracy is really kind of cool. I'll get back to that in a second. And then we'll take a quick look at the back item. The back item kind of looks like a peacock tail to me, except that it's all, blue and made of ice. So it's, or maybe you could say like a giant fan. I think that's actually what it's supposed to be. I can't really tell. But maybe it's supposed to be a fan, and the effect is interesting, but not amazing. Increase users' agility by 1, which, I don't know if you guys know this, but that's not a whole lot. 1 agility point. It's enough to make sure that you go first. If you're both pure wind users, it's enough agility to make sure that you go first, and that is it. But not only do you have to be pure wind users, you also have to be both pure wind users and 8 extremity users that have that ability that increases your agility maxed out, and then have this back item, and then you are assured to go first. That's like the other thing, unless you have another back item that increases your agility by higher, which I think there are some. I think I have one. I think this is an Easter back item that increases it by 2. I don't understand these back items that increases your agility by such a low number. I'd rather, I mean, if you're going to increase your agility, why not by, like, 10? Why 1 or 2? Like, why is it such small numbers? I don't know. I feel like there should be, like, special, like, boots of speed or something. I don't know. I've always felt like Ninja Saga needs equipment, not just a weapon. So, in a back item. Anyway, so back to the weapon. The weapon is really cool, and I'm honestly considering buying this weapon because, I'm considering buying this whole package because of just this weapon alone. Despite the fact that I think this is a much cooler package, and I really want this weapon because it looks freaking awesome, I would never use it. But look at it. It even, like, swirls, like, magically. It's awesome. That's an awesome weapon. And like I said, the effect is not bad. 18%. I didn't even say the recovers 5% HP every turn. Anyway, back to this. A magical weapon created with unmelting ice, which is already pretty cool right there. Like, I want to know how they get unmelting ice. Which makes me wonder. Yeah, it is said that it powers rivals even the hardest steel, so it's not going to break either, which is kind of awesome. I know that you can't, although, actually, now that I realize it, oh, it's a level 60 weapon. It's not even level 80. I was like, why is this damage so weak? Like, it's only 280 damage. But it increases the accuracy by 20%. Again, with the whole accuracy and reducing ignoring dodge rate, which is, again, I think is so weird. Because if you're ignoring, like, all right, here's the thing with accuracy and dodge rate. Let's say you have 5% dodge. You have no points in wind, and you have the base 5% dodge. If someone ignores 18% of your dodge rate, does that mean they hit you always? They cannot miss. They cannot miss. That makes sense to me, that they cannot miss. But it also makes sense to me the other way, where if you have a higher accuracy than their dodge, you still can't miss. If you have a 20% accuracy and they have a 5% dodge, see, that's the weird thing about accuracy and dodge, where it's like, okay, if you increase your accuracy, if you're increasing your chances to hit, but they still have the same amount of dodge, because you're not technically ignoring their dodge, and technically it's still there, does that mean that they still have a chance to dodge regardless of your accuracy? It's just lower? So, like, if you have a 20% chance, I don't know, it's weird. It's really weird. So, if you have a 20% chance of dodging, or if you have a 20% chance of increased accuracy and they have a 5 chance of dodging, does that mean they have a 1/5 chance? So now they have a 1% chance to dodge instead of a 5% chance of dodging? I don't know. Maybe that's the way to think of it. Maybe that's the way to look at accuracy. Maybe it gives you a better chance to hit, so it lowers their dodge rate by that amount. So maybe increasing accuracy is lowering their dodge rate by 20%, basically. Okay, so that means it would be 4%. So they'd have a 4% chance of dodging instead of a 5. I don't know. Accuracy and dodge rate confuses me. But that's not why I went to this weapon. Okay. The cool thing is, well, I mean, accuracy is always helpful, no matter what. So that's cool. But increase your dodge rate by 3%. Now, the reason why I like that and want to talk about that is because there are so few weapons that increase your dodge rate. There's plenty of back items. Well, not even plenty of back items, but there's a few back items that do it. But weapons that increase your dodge rate are extremely rare. They're like really. I mean, I don't know how many clan weapons have had them, but yeah, weapons that you can purchase that have them. That's pretty rare. It almost never happens. And then also a 15% chance to parry incoming damage, which I'm assuming is a 50% chance to either. Now it says parry. So that either means, that could mean one of three things, in my opinion. You take the damage, but deal the damage back to them. So you're both taking the same amount of damage. You completely negate the attack, just nothing. Or, you take nothing and then you deal the damage back to them. Which, if that's the chance, that would be pretty intense. And it would make the weapon even cooler. So, I don't know. I'm really considering buying it just for the weapon alone. I'm a little sad that it's a level 60 weapon instead of a level 80 weapon. I'd almost even want to see this as a level 100 weapon with like a plus 5% accuracy, dodge rate, plus 25% chance to accuracy, and plus 20% chance to parry. I'd like to see that. But maybe that's just me. So I don't know if I'm going to buy it. I don't think I'm going to buy it this episode. If you guys want to see me buy it, you really want to see me buy it, let me know, and maybe I'll buy it either on Jay or Dahi. Speaking of wind increasing weapons that increase your dodge rate, I did go ahead and equip Windwalker, a really, really old weapon that you can't buy anymore, on Jay, and I put his back item on that increases his dodge rate by 5%. So I have this, which increases by 5%, this, which increases by 6%, so I have a plus 11% dodge rate on my character right now, which knocks me up to a 48% dodge rate, and this is before anything else. This is before evasion or wind piece or anything like that. None of that's affecting it. When I hit level 100, because of how wind increases its dodge rate, 0.4% each time, that means every 10 levels I get 4%. So 20%, 20 levels would give me plus 8%. Which if I have just this back item and this weapon, I would have a 56% dodge rate. I don't know if Dahi has this back item. I really hope he does, but I don't think he does. So he'd probably have 2% less, so that would knock him down to 46. But he has, that's right. That's the best he can get. But he has Dark Eye, which increases his dodge rate by 5%. So he has a 51% chance because I know he has this weapon, just naturally. So if he had, what's it called? 20 more levels and was level 100, he'd have a 59% dodge rate base. Which is really crazy. That's really crazy. I mean, a 60% dodge rate before. I remember when 55% dodge was amazing, and that was with the jutsu, and now he has almost a 60% dodge rate without anything added on. Yeah, I mean, evasion adds an additional 55%. He would basically need the base evasion. If he already has it maxed out, but. I mean, with the base evasion, with it being level 2, he would have over 100%. What's really cool is that, with Wind Piece, it would be over 80% dodge rate. So he would basically just need to use Wind Piece, but no one could no one could hit him unless they had Yoki, which I have. So, anyway, I guess that is it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, if you think it's worth getting. I'm honestly considering getting the other one. I don't know if I want to get it on Jay or Sample or Uriel or something. I really just want the weapon, to be perfectly honest. I wish I could just kind of buy the weapon. It's not in the shop, is it? Is the weapon in the shop? If the weapon by itself, it'd be funny if they sold the weapon in the shop, but it was like 160. Show sage items. There are no sage items. Are there any sage items anywhere? There's no sage items anywhere. So I don't even know why that's an option anymore. That's a cool weapon. Hide. Okay. So there's nothing new. I kind of like how they look though. Oh, they still say new, even though I covered them like months ago. And back items still have no effect, which I think is kind of stupid. They cost way too much to have no effect. That looks intense. It really does. Anyway, that is it. There's really nothing else for me to cover. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next time. Later.